Okay, now we get on to looks. Similar to the second episode of last season, this is very similar to The Devil's Cord. We're in the past and we're dealing with one of these pantheon gods. This time it's to do with the god of light, and he's manifesting as a cartoon, similar to The Devil's Cord where we had a god of music. So it's a god in this kind of creative field, which leads to some very fun stuff that we can explore in this episode. And personally, I think they did it a lot better in this episode than The Devil's Cord. That's not to say that I didn't like The Devil's Cord last year, but I definitely preferred this to that episode, and I think they did a lot of interesting stuff with that in this episode, with Mr. Ring-a-Ding just being a great villain, both in the way he's written and the way that he's represented visually with the animation and special effects. But we don't really get a whole lot of him, which is probably down to obviously the budget and having to budget different animators to do all these different shots, so he does kind of disappear and take a bit of a backseat for the middle of this episode. But that does also lead to some other fun moments where we're exploring the Doctor and Belinda stuck in this cinema screen, and a fourth wall breaking moment that I'm surprised I actually quite enjoyed, where we get to see some Doctor Who fans, even if it did maybe go on for a little bit too long for me. And obviously they come back at the end of this episode, which I thought was going to also have something to do with the finale at the time, which it didn't, which was interesting, but I still don't mind that little gag at the end with the post-credits scene. So this is probably one of my favourite episodes of this season. I'm debating whether or not to put it in A or S tier at the moment. I think for now I'm going to put it in S tier and just see if that feels right to me when we put some more of these episodes in the tier list. But let me know where you would rank looks in the comments down below.